act, we are going to talk about a curious case of bullying in a public school of the community of Madrid.
The case is about a child, Charles. He is 11 years old and he was abandoned by his mother when he was just a baby. Then he was adopted by a Spanish gay couple and everything was fine. Still, Charles started to have problems with the teacher, who left him out of the rest of his classmates. According to the teacher, Charles has a feminine behaviors, blaming his parents. Yesterday, our team had the opportunity to interview Charles' parents to find out what the parents think about this situation and which is their opinion on this case. Here is the interview.
Charles never felt different from the rest of his friends or other children. No. And this is why we were surprised with his behavior, such as making up so many excuses to go to music school, like pretending to be ill, and so on.
Yes. On realizing his strange behavior, we went to the school to talk to the teacher. To our surprise, we realized that the teacher treated our child different to the rest and left him in a lot of activities. He didn't only discriminate our child, but us too. He insinuated that the strange behavior of Charles was a fault for being a homosexual couple. Obviously, this problem needs to be solved not only for Charles and for us, but also for other children with a similar situation, because this is more and more common.
After this testimony of Charles' parents, who we thank for letting us know about the problem, we are going to hear two lawyers' opinion that know perfectly the legal education ambit.
Hello, I'm Elena Martinez, and this week I heard about Charles' case. I believe that it is an interesting case to deal with. Firstly, based on my previous knowledge and on the Coexistence plan of the school, teachers should make sure the internal order that facilitates the optimal grade of the objective. That should be taken into account for the elaboration of the classroom and, of course, maintain a line of conduct and the order of treatment.
I'm Sofia Martinez, and taking into account these 3 points established in the plan, the first step would be for the teacher to change his attitude toward child. Moreover, he shouldn't let this kind of conduct to happen due to the fact that this way children don't learn, which means that they don't achieve their goals. Finally, there should be some rules for the coexistence of the group.
To continue resolving the problem, we had brought to our set the head teacher, Miss Higgins, to talk to us about how the situation has become to this and how it hasn't been resolved before now.
Hello, good morning. Firstly, what's your opinion of this situation?
Good morning. I don't really know how we haven't realised this problem before, because the teacher has always had a good reputation with the students and all the parents, so it was really unexpected and surprising, to be honest.
We have went over some of the basic rules and realized some of them have been ignored. Can we talk a little about this?
Yes. On the coexistence of the centre, it is said that any aggression, moral or physically, any discrimination or any type of aggression to any member of the centre is not admitted. So, of course, our centre isn't going to be different to others. And in the name of all of the school, I'd want to apologise to all of the parents, especially to Charles' parents and Charles himself.
And finally, we cannot close this interview without asking what could have been done.
Good point. We should have aimed a programme at the discrimination of all of these kind of cases and aiming on any discrimination of age, sex.
Well, we thank to the head teacher to the centre for coming to solve this problem, for the interest and concern to near to this case.
Thank you very much.
Now let's listen to psychologists, especially in bullying in a school, that will help us to give us an idea of how to solve the charge problem. I, as a psychologist from the University of Albacete, in this type of cases that occurs in the school, to resolve the problem professionally, the center should follow a set of rules to ensure that both teachers and children don't receive any discrimination. For this, the center should actuate with an action procedure in such cases. For these cases, I suggest to increase the change in class and during breaks, punish the teacher to no one participates in the harassment and students involved, psychological support in the victims, and lastly, awareness lecture in equality and inclusion in homosexuality.
Well, once built upon it and making it known through this report, we would like to do our bit for the case of Charles and many others like him, and raise awareness and taking further measures to be more aware every time there are fewer cases of this type of problem that occur in schools.
Informing you, Cristina Mateo and Ana Mula. Thank you and have a nice day.